Hello everyone! This is my painting Become. It is painted with acrylics on canvas. I don't normally mention that in videos. I assume most people know I paint with acrylics. Like, unless I say something, it is entirely everything has been with acrylics on this channel. I kind of switch in between brands, because when I first started the channel I was using Liquitex Matte, and now I'm using a mixture of golden fluids with the Blick Artist acrylics. For a while I had switched to the Blick Artist acrylics because I wanted a more heavy body. I didn't have to apply as much paint and many layers to achieve more coverage. But you don't necessarily need a heavy body paint for that, as long as you find a good, decent paint with a lot of pigmentation, which golden acrylic so far has been pretty good. It was a little bit of adjustment using it all of a sudden, and I've been switching kind of back and forth and using them together. However, I did notice that the golden paints have more of a glossy sheen, and I am not a fan of gloss in the least bit. I actually got a big bottle of their super loaded matte medium and to mix with the paints, and it seemed to help a lot anyway. So this painting here had been on my mind for quite a while, and I was just finally getting around to it. I think the Bad Apple auction theme was Bloom for that month, and if you know me, I really hate flowers. I hate painting them. I'm just not a fan of them. Like, there's very limited flowers I actually like, so I normally try to avoid that. So we got a flower theme and I'm just like, ugh. And I was like, oh well, what else can bloom? And somehow went into this phase between life and death. But I've since actually painted another painting with a similar like concept, because I really like this, where skulls were growing from the ground as well, and the hair system was kind of like roots, and then there was a girl in the middle, maybe more formed. And I decided I want to do a series kind of these with I don't know if I'm going to do seasons, but I really want to do like glowing mushrooms growing off of one of them. That is like the absolute must, I think, for this series. I have 4 coffin-shaped canvases that I want to do this with. When I did the line art for this painting, because I thought, hey, this would make a kind of cool shirt idea when I line it, and I did it like in a coffin shape. I didn't do like the entirety of the background, and it looked really cool. And I actually have 4 coffin-shaped panels. It just so happens made of wood from Trakel from like 2 years ago. I bought them when they offered them around Halloween. And also, I just saw this app come up. So I found this really cool app like quite a while ago, and I just found a use for it in this painting. It's called Skelly, and you have the skeleton you can pose any which way you want, and then like just flip the camera. I think you might be an option to flip the lighting. Like, it's really, really cool. Like, I spent a little bit of money on it, but I think it actually went up in price. Maybe, I don't know. But it was totally worth it. I know for like over technical and kind of things, where there's a lot of little pieces, like my brain just doesn't want to process most of the things there. So like skeletons were kind of one of those awkward things for me, which was misfortunate because I really wanted to draw and paint more. So having a random app like that where I could actually pose the skeleton or even turn certain portions of the body was really cool, which it made this piece a lot easier. And I was also able to zoom in and see various elements, because it's like when you see it from a distance, it's kind of like, what the hell is that? It's just like a wad of random little bits. But it was definitely very helpful. I do like the way this piece turned out. There's a few things that I'm just not necessarily a fan of, but I was kind of rushed in getting it done. I also toyed with the fact of whether or not I was going to show any bit of nudity or not, and I ended up like throwing her hair in front. But I was streaming on Twitch, and you're not allowed to show anything there. So that might have been like the deciding factor, but I'm not entirely sure. I normally don't show a lot of nudity anyway in the art, so I probably would have gone this route anyway. And you can see the line art right next to it too. But I really want to do that series some point soon. Like, I know soon doesn't mean anything for YouTube because I'm actually backlogged on like time-lapse videos. But if I try to get out 1 to 2 a week, I should be caught up soon. I still have a bunch of fairies to go through and a couple other random bits, and then some that I've finished recently. I have several paintings normally going on at once anymore. I actually do have 2 24 by 30 inch paintings with mermaid type critters in it, which I still have yet to declare finish. So I need to. Scanning them in is excruciating, by the way, because I don't remember how many scans I have to do, but it might have been like 12. Because it's been a while since I scanned something that big. Like for an 11 by 14, it's easy. There's only 2 scans, and then I think I do 4 for 16 by 20s. No, I do 6 for the 16 by 20s, because you want enough like overlap. And if you scan anything huge, you want like a printer that has very little lip that kind of comes up so it doesn't push the canvas or anything away. Like, scanning huge drawings is a lot easier than scanning something like on a hard surface that you can't really bend or warp down into the scanning tray thing. But that is probably all I'm going to talk about today. My next video should be time-lapse. I am working on a little tutorial-like video of how I normally prepare the paintings. I actually got some footage that I gotta work on after I'm done uploading this. And I want to do something for coloring books soon. And then yeah, I think I might keep doing the vlogs, because why not? And I have a few more ideas for those, but anything you guys want to see, just make sure to let me know in the comments, because I might not respond right away, or your comment might get lost to a degree and then it's too late for me to answer back. But I do still read things, and I do take things into consideration, and especially if something's mentioned so many times. Like, I know my last video, people have brought that up quite a bit about artist block. And I know artist block has been around since when I was an artist. Wow, since when I was an artist. Since when I first started like drawing and stuff. Like, I used to have more of a problem with it when I was a kid. Like, I probably should have mentioned that in the video. But I don't have as much issues. Like, mostly my issues are like depression or something preventing me from doing things. It's not necessarily artist block. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. You can find me streaming live on Twitch most nights, and I hope to see you again. The original painting of this has been sold, but there are prints also available up in my shop at lowbrowmisfits.com, and you can find me on Patreon as well.